So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Michelle Reed, and I am the owner and creator of MNB Creations. So normally I go live on Facebook, but I figured I'd try TikTok, look and see how it went. So Facebook is just not it anymore. I know my husband is a TikTok freak, so hey Betsy, hey Nancy, hey Lana. So I'm normally not on TikTok unless he sends me a video that's funny and I look at it, or I'm posting something on my page. So I figured I would do a live today designing a wreath. We're gonna do something springy. So as you can see, I've got a grapevine behind me. I'm just gonna get right into it. I know people don't like a lot of talking at the beginning, and I don't blame you because I don't either. So this is an 18-inch grapevine. I'm going to need my spectacles. This is, oh, it's backwards. So this is from Hobby Lobby, and it's $5.99. Unfortunately, their grapevines never go on sale. And this is an 18-inch, and I'll give you the SKU numbers as I go along if you want to look them up online. The number 692152. And sorry, I'm in t-shirt and shorts today because it's almost 90 degrees today here in Colorado Springs. Last Saturday it was snowing, and this Saturday it's 90. So, you know, Mother Nature's not on her meds again, I guess. So, actually I do like this better because you can see the whole thing. I've got my backdrop up, so you don't want to see the mess behind that. It's a big mess. Besides, it gives you something kind of pretty to look at. It's my favorite backdrop that I have. So, hold on. Oops. What did I do? Alright. I accidentally got out of my live. There I am. Okay. I don't see comments on here, so I'll have to look up over here and see. Sorry, I thought that was going to work if I went onto my tablet, but I can't see comments on my tablet if I go to a different, my personal one. So I'll just have to read the comments behind me. Hi Diane, hey Pedro, hey Debbie, hey Alex, hey user 1331273, you know. Hey Terry. Okay, so this easel that I actually got at Hobby Lobby. It's a painter's easel, and I love it because it's perfect for this. This bar goes up and down, this goes back and forth, and then this piece right here goes up and down as well. So I've actually created a 46-inch swag on this before. The only thing that I added was this hook right here. But other than that, I got this at Hobby Lobby. Like I said, it's in the painters department. I got it at 50% off a while back. I don't know if they do 50% off anymore. But if you want something easy and cheap, this worked perfect. I took the little tray that was down here off because it kept getting in my way. So what I'm going to do, what I normally do is I start with my ribbon first. The color scheme that we're going to be doing today is pink, well, a fuchsia orange, and a light pink. Okay. So, and if you guys wouldn't mind, you know, sharing or whatever they do on TikTok, I don't know. Here we go. Hey, Kara. Hey, girl. Thank you for stopping by, y'all. I appreciate it. So this is a D. Stevens ribbon. I know it's backwards because I have to be on my phone. Normally I'm on my Mevo and everything looks right. So this D. Stevens, it's a 2¼ inch by 10 yards. I think they still carry this. If you buy from D. Stevens, you have to have a business license, like a reseller's license, and or tax ID. And the number for this is DS05-0900. And or I've seen a lot of people carry this on Etsy as well. And we may use some of this. I like this. A little pop of yellow in it, a little bit of white. I thought this was really cute. You can get this at Craft Outlet. And the number is RJ18609-28. Hey, Salmon. Hey, Roger. And then I just got this from Hobby Lobby. Just some basic 1½ inch ribbon. And it's number 377440. Okay. So I do my ribbons or my bows by hand. Get some light on that subject. I know, me too. I love the D. Stevens ribbon. But I mean, you could always do this in a bow maker as well. It's not a big deal, but I'm just going to show you how I do it. I normally don't measure anything, but since I'm doing a live, I will do that. Okay, so I want a kind of a long tail because I want to loop it and then pull it back down. Okay, so I'm just going to pinch it and make a loop. Okay, so the tail is about 22 inches long. And the loop is about 8 inches long. I have been good, Kara. How have you been? So then what I did is I just twisted it. Okay. And then I pulled it up from the bottom. And then what I do is the bunny ear test. Make sure they're even. And I'm just going to cut that. Come on. There we go. I may add some more tails in there. This is a good way. Normally, I make the big, fluffy wreaths. I mean, if you look at my profile, you can see what I mean by that. But they are so, as far as supplies go, so that's how it looks. As far as supplies go, they're so expensive. You need a ton more supplies. And they need to be put in a bigger shipping box. And it's just more expensive all the way around. So I started doing these Grapevine and I love it. All right, so then we're going to do the 1½. Okay. Now, my videos can be a little long sometimes, you guys, not going to lie, because I am very particular. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing. So I'm just going to put it here. I mean, just put your tail however long you want it. Hey, Beverly. Hey, Judy. And then twist it. Okay, bring it up like that. Now you want it a little bit shorter. Okay. And then you twist it. Bring this up again. Make sure they're even. Cut it. And those people that know, that have been following me a long time, know that I am a bling queen. I love anything that sparkles, rhinestones, glitter, you name it, I'm all over it. Okay, so we're going to stick this in the middle and pinch. Okay, and then we're going to twist it want to make these. You can kind of, while it's in your hand or even in your bow maker, whatever you're using, you can kind of move it around to where you want it. So these are going this way. This is going this way, and I'm going to make this one go this way. Okay, so you bring it up. So you want it a little bit shorter. Twist it, and then bring it up again. Now, I like my loops a little big because I do put like flowers in the middle. And I like my tails a little long. So, then what you're going to do, I'm going to get a grapevine. I'm sorry. a zip tie. Or you could use a pipe cleaner. However, I find zip ties are a lot easier to work with. So you can kind of fluff it out. That looks uneven. Oh, it says it's even. Okay, just kind of move it around. Alright, so I want it about right there. I'm going to zip tie this first. I'm going to get a smaller one. So tell me where everybody's from. How's your weather? I know there's some people that they're actually, I'm just going to put a zip tie in the middle just so it can hold it together while I put the zip tie in the grapevine. There's some people getting snow right now. And we're like 95 degrees. Oh, thank you for all the hearts, guys. I appreciate it. Okay. I mean, you're going to end up messing with your ribbon a lot, so I'm not going to worry about that. So again, I wanted it kind of like right here. So, I like to use zip ties that are the same color as my base, just so it kind of hides it a little bit. Like I said, you might hear my dog barking a little bit. She is upset that her daddy is outside, not with her. So, I don't know if any of you have German Shepherds, but they can be a little temperamental and a little divish. She's a diva. I'm not afraid to admit it. Alright. Okay. Let's see, and then you can still kind of move them around. Alright. Thank you for the heart, y'all. Okay, so let me show you how I dovetail. Now, what that means is, it means that you get this, it's hard to hold it in, this V look on the end of your ribbon. So how you want to do this, you want to take your ribbon and then put wire to wire, the top, and then you cut at an angle, just like that. Okay. And then I like to curl my ribbon a little bit. You just take it between your finger and your thumb and let it slide over your hand. And it makes a really pretty curl. Okay. When you get your grapevines, you'll probably have to clean them up a little bit. I did it before I got on the live, so, but this one was actually pretty clean. I like to do them also like on an oval base as well, oval grapevine, but I figured I'd do, the last one I did was on an oval, so I figured I'd do one on a circular one this time. Okay, and then to fluff them out, you just kind of stick your hand in there and, okay, just like that. Now this part, you just take it, you put your other hand underneath and kind of cut like you're curling the ribbon. You want it pushed out. You don't want it flat like that. You want it pushed out. Sorry, all my allergies are kicking my hiney. Thank you all for coming. I appreciate it. Let me know if you have any questions along the way. The camera's behind me, so I can't really see comments as I'm looking at this. Normally I have my comments over here to the side and I can kind of read them as I'm going along. However, TikTok doesn't let me do it that way, so. Okay, and then I kind of push it down and this up. Down like that. Isn't that pretty? So pretty. Okay, that's how I normally start. Well, that's how I always start my grapevines. Mesh, deco mesh is a little different. One of these days I'll do a live on a deco mesh. They're a lot of work and a lot of supplies. So there's that. It is hot today. I was not ready for that. Like I said, it was snowing last Saturday and now I got moss on me. Let's see here. I like to clean as I go along because I just do. I love that color. You guys like that color combo together? Thank you, Kara. Thank you, Kara. And if you guys want to see what I have in my shop, you can look in my bio and the link is in there as well as my LinkedIn link, which will give you all of my pages, my YouTube, my Instagram. Obviously, you're on TikTok. All the things. And I have other shops too, like clothing and all that kind of stuff too. So, alright, so the next thing I start with is greenery. I got all this greenery. I wasn't sure how much I needed, so I bought a lot of it. This is actually from Michael's. Isn't it pretty? I love this. It's got different shades of green in it. Glitter badge. Woohoo! Let's see. So this is $5.99 and spring was on sale. I believe 40% off at Michael's, so I just grabbed all that they had. This is like one of my favorites. And the number to this, I got 3 numbers on here. I'm assuming it's 263000. It's by Ashlyn. So you could either put in this whole pick in there, or you can separate it, okay? So there's a stem going this way, stem going this way, and stem going this way. So, and it is a push-up. A push-up means that these stems down here will go up, like that. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and separate it. Well, do I want to? Maybe not. It might be faster if I don't. So, I'm going to go ahead and cut this down here at the bottom. And I'm leaving about an inch, maybe an inch and a half at the bottom. Okay. And these are all wired to all the way up the stem. Okay, so it's a thick stem. So we're going to see how this works. Just put some glue on it. I start from the top. Sometimes grapevines can be a little difficult, but yeah, I'm going to separate them because that stem is too thick and okay, there we go. That way it'll be easier to get in the This is going to be pretty, pretty, pretty. I can't wait. Okay. So sometimes those leaves, all the leaves will end up on one side. These move. so you can twist them. You want it to look that airy feel. Okay. Now, a trick to some of these grapevines, if they're really open, there's a big gap in some places, like there is right here, or like right over here, you can take some moss, some loose moss, and glue it in here so it has something to hold on to. Okay, so you can bend these just like that. Isn't that cool? I love that. So I'm going to kind of bend it a little bit because I'm going to be going around. And I don't want it sticking straight up. Okay. What do you guys think so far? Da-na-na-na-na. Okay, just bend it a little bit, just a little bit. Now I leave my stems about maybe 1.5 inches long. Put some right down in here. I'm glad I bought all these. I like these little ones. So the way you do the inside is you're going to bend this a little bit more than you normally would. Because, see how airy that is? Love it! So yeah, I've been doing wreaths now for 6.5 years. I absolutely love it. You know, I was able to quit my full-time job when I was working at a mortgage company. I was a mortgage loan processor and an underwriter for 20 years. I just got sick of it. The feds kept changing the laws, and people didn't want to give me their documentation because, you know, it's a breach of privacy, but yet we're supposed to be able to give them hundreds of thousands of dollars because that makes sense, you know. It was time. And I've been doing it ever since. I also do, I make wreath attachments as well. So I kind of double dip a little bit. In fact, I should have brought it in. I made a hat and a big cupcake. In fact, I might go get it, if you guys don't mind. Let me go get them real quick. Hold on. Hopefully I don't knock this over. I'll be right back. Hold on. Just a second. Okay. Sorry about that. I kept telling myself, bring it in, bring it in, bring it in for live. Nope. So this is the big cupcake. Isn't that cool? Love it. See, see what I mean by all the bling? It's got a crown on it. So I made that one. These are, people put those in wreaths, in the big wreaths, and then I made this hat today before my live. And it's got the tabs on the back to put it in a wreath. Working with moss is a mess. Well, look how cute that is. So I do sell that kind of stuff too. So, let's see. Let's get back to... I ran. Okay. So you just kind of, you don't want to cram them together. You want to keep them a lot of loose. It's okay if you see the base. It's okay. Trust me. I may not need all of these. We'll see. Because I got flowers to put in there as well. Okay, I'm going to start putting them on the inside. Okay. This is a good way to decorating wreaths. They're not just for Christmas anymore, you guys. I mean, they have come a long way since just an evergreen wreath, or just a plain basic wreath with a bow on it. Okay, so I'm just gonna stick this right here. I love that. Okay. I'm gonna have to buy more of this. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. You guys have any questions? Let me see what this one looks like here. Okay. I'm gonna fill in this piece. I think I need like maybe 3 more pieces over here. I'm gonna start this piece. Okay, I'm just pushing this up a little bit so I can. Come on. There we go. They all try to be on the same side, and it's just, it drives me crazy. Okay, so I've got these 2 smaller ones. So on this spray, you get a long one, and then you get 2 shorter ones. So far, I've used 3. Okay. I'm just going to kind of go right there. So I'm going to get in front of the camera real quick. Hold on. Okay. You need to look at your base a little bit. If you're not sure where you want to put them, I mean, I've been doing this for so long, I know exactly where it needs to go, but if you're not sure, you know, just place it without glue on it. Well, and see if that does the trick. Okay. Let's go like right up into there. There we go, right there. See? And if you've never played with florals before, what I suggest is, you know, buy a cheap grapevine base, and then go to like Dollar Tree and purchase some, you know, cheap flowers and practice with those. That way you're getting some practice at it, but you're not, there we go. You're not wasting a lot of money. Okay, so now I'm going to start on the other side. Because these are the best snippers I've ever used. These are Kinepex. They're the 8.5-inch ones. I got them on Amazon. Love them. My husband asked to use them one time. I said, do not break those. Okay. So I'm gonna keep this one a little bent like that, because I'm gonna put this like straight back in here. You don't want to forget the top behind the bow. Sometimes it can be kind of hard to see back there. There we go. I don't know about you guys, but I am ready for, I'm so ready. I'm so glad that spring is here. So glad. Let's stick this one right back here. Okay. Sometimes you just gotta shove it in there. Let me put another one right there. So it looks like there's a big hole right here. I need this one. So how's everybody doing today? Saturday, and I'm probably out and about. But thanks for coming. Appreciate it. Okay, I'm gonna cut that down just a tad. The greenery, putting the greenery in a grapevine is probably the most time-consuming part. There we go. What do you guys think so far? Pretty, huh? I think it's pretty. Are you leaving?
Maybe.
Okay. Sorry, that's my husband. He's gonna be leaving to go get some wood, so. Alright. So this time I want to kind of pull this out this way, just a little bit. Because I'm going to stick it up here and I want it to kind of stick out like that. Okay, so I'm going to take one of these and just bend it. So it looks like that. Okay. I'm just going to move your ribbon. You're going to be moving your ribbon a lot, so don't worry about how it looks. You can always fix it later. Alright, so this one, you know, you can cut these down as well. So if you want to cut these down, and you can get more use out of them that way, you want to cut like right here. Okay? So that way it looks like you have two pieces. Okay, again, I cut these a little bit shorter when I put them on the side because I don't want them to go all the way through. Again, I'm going to push it up. Okay, just like that. Okay, just like that. See how airy that looks? I love this. I love this greenery. Okay. Bend it this way, bend it this way. Okay, I'm going to cut into this one. use out of it. Okay. I didn't expect it to be 90 degrees today. That's okay. Ouch. Glue. Glue. Try not to be so long because I know, like I said, my lives end up being kind of long because I am a little meticulous about it. And bend like I wanted it to. Like I said, I mean, it's okay if you see the grapevine base. They call that, what it's called negative space. So you don't have to worry about, I mean, it's natural. So, let's see. There we go, whatever. Ouch. Okay. And then we got all kinds of flowers to put in. I brought a bunch of flowers, but I don't know what all I'm going to use and what I don't. I usually, hey, just a girly girl. Hey, I got the greenery from, Michael's. So, it's $5.99, but I think spring right now is 40% off, I think. And the number is 263000. So, I mean, for $5.99, it's an awesome greenery for what you get. I mean, you get a lot out of it for $5.99. And it's even better if it's on sale. So now I'm going to start, I'm not going to leave them straight because, see, these are kind of flowing out and then I want them kind of draping down. So what we're doing is we're just kind of going down. So we're going this way and then we're going this way. And when I do the top, I leave my stems like about maybe 1.5 inches because I put it in at a diagonal. And then when I do the side, I keep them kind of short because I don't want to poke them through the other side, like I was saying earlier. Okay, so I'm going to start. And then this one I'm going to keep kind of long. Thank you, girl. I appreciate it. Okay. And I'm going to, let's get that short. And I'm going to put this one, like, let's see, like right here, if I can find a pot spot. There we go. So it's kind of cascading down a little bit. It's okay if, okay, so let's see how many I have left. I actually might be using all of these. That's okay. I got them on sale, so. Alright. So I'm going to push this one out a little bit. Start putting it in here. Okay, just like that. There. Okay. Cut this one just a little bit. It's looking very springy. Very springy. Now you can adjust these and, you know, bend them up just a little bit more or something like that once the glue is dried. But definitely wait until the glue is dry. Otherwise you pull them right out. Now the only glue I use is Gorilla Glue. It's the only one that has, I'm just going to go ahead and cut all of these because I'm going to use it all. I don't even know how many I got. I'll have to count it later. But that's why I was looking at the price at $5.99 because I'm like, I can use a lot of this. Bye. Bye, honey. Have fun. Got all these things on my screen. I don't know what I'm looking at. Like I said, I've never done a live on TikTok, so. Alright. Put this one. See, this is pretty tight right here, so I'm just gonna. So, how I like my grapevines is I like them to kind of drape over this way and then just kind of go cascade down. Instead of, sometimes I'll do them going around, but I like the cascade look of them. So that's my preference, but you can do yours however you like. And go up behind the ribbon. Come on. There we go. I can feel that went through the other side. There we go. And we're almost done with the greenery. Almost. Okay. This way. I'm going to cut that a little bit because the last one was too long. It tried to go through the back of it, so. Stick that one right here. And this one needs to kind of go back in here. Okay. And let's see. This is a long one. I'm going to take the smaller one. Put it right back in here. Yep. Go in there. Thank you. There we go. Okay, we'll pull it right there. And this one, let's see. Okay. Haha. Tried to go on the floor. Okay. All right. So I think this one, I'm going to try to go right up into here. I'm going to kind of bend this one a little bit. I want it like somewhere around right here. Stop it. Let's see. It's my last piece, and I want to put it in the right spot. I think I want it right there. I can't figure out if I want it right here. I want it behind the ribbon. There we go. There. Maybe still see your ribbon. I know my ribbon's a mess, but it's okay. What do you guys think so far? Hold on, let me get the number. I think it's got 3 numbers on here, but it's 263000, or because it's got this barcode, and I know it's backwards, but the other number, let me give you all 3 of them because I don't know which one it is. It's the other number 01533-2024-10, and then the other one 869464128. Thank you, Monica. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Okay, let me get a drink. It's hot in here. I love how airy that is. So when I'm looking at it, I can see it's really airy and flowy up here, but this is all kind of compact. So at some point, I want to just take these and bend them. Okay. This one's a long one, so I might cut this one. Oh, I thought that wasn't open. And then I'm going to take this one and put this one right up here. Okay, just like that. And the same thing over here. Kind of pull it up a little bit. Okay, there we go. That's better. So just play around with it. Okay. Yes, the greenery is from Michael's. Now don't worry if you see a lot of the green at the base, because we're going to be putting some flowers in here, like I said. In fact, I'm going to put 3 different colored flowers in here. So I brought all of them because I didn't know which ones I wanted. So I got these flowers. Unfortunately, these, well, not unfortunately, but these are from Joann's, but unfortunately they are closed now. So you can use whatever fuchsia flowers that you like. But if Joann's has any of these left, snag them. Love these. I grabbed like 3 of them, and that was before I knew they were closing. And then I got this orange, burnt orange from Hobby Lobby. I'll give you the SKUs here in a minute. And then I got this pink. I love, these are my favorite roses from Hobby Lobby. Okay, so I think I'm going to put this one in the middle. Well, no, because I've already got a pink ribbon right there. So I think I'm going to put the orange in there. The orange. So this is $5.99. Now all the prices that I gave you for Hobby Lobby are before the discount. Okay, so that's $5.99, and the number to this is 541284. So there's a little hole right there. I can put this in. I don't put the greenery in here. I mean, you can use it for other things if you wanted to, but it's not cohesive with my design. Look at that rose. Isn't that gorgeous? Gorgeous. Okay. Stick this one right here because there's a little gap I can put that in. Now you do want to make sure that your ribbons are where you want them before you start gluing them, because once the glue dries, you're kind of screwed. Okay, so while the glue's wet, you can. Come on. Right. They're pretty. So pretty. Okay. There. I like that little pop of yellow in there. I think that's kind of pretty. Okay, so like I said, I'm only going to use one of these. This is also from Hobby Lobby. Well, I'm going to need to scoot over here in just a second. This one is $6.99. These are the Real Touch flowers. And this one is $663.674. Why do they do that? Hobby Lobby's tags is enough to drive me to drink, y'all. Just saying. There we go. Okay, so this one, I'm going to put a fuchsia one there. Again, this one was from Joann's, but they are closed now, so let me get these out of my chair here. Well, I'll have enough to make some more. Okay. I'm going to cut this greenery off because I don't like it. I leave my stem kind of long, and I bend it a little bit because I'm going to stick it right in here. I don't want it right next to my bow. I want it kind of in here somewhere. I'll just put it in there. I kind of move your greenery sometimes. There we go. Just like that. And then this pink one will go down here. Now this is kind of a thick stem, so it doesn't want to go in there. Then I will just get my pick machine to put it in there. There's a spot right here. There we go. Okay, so that's all the big flowers that we're using. Now, if I was doing a big fluffy wreath like I normally do, well, I would say used to do, but I make them still every now and then, I probably would have used most of those flowers, which would have made my wreath even more expensive. Okay, so, you know what, I have this other greenery too, and I was thinking about putting some of this in there, but I don't think so, now that I'm looking at it. This would be really pretty in this wreath as well. If you just made it with this, look at how airy that is. Woo. This is also Hobby Lobby, and it's $13.99, and it's 402271. I got on, oh, there's these too. I got on Hobby Lobby's case the other day. I called them because I ordered a bunch of stuff for some online, for some beach wreaths that I have to make for a customer. She wants double door wreaths, and when she ordered it, it was the last day of the sale, the flowers on sale. So I ordered it, and then I get 3 notifications that it's been shipped. I'm like, why are they putting it in 3 packages? So when I got one of the packages it was a 30-inch box by like 20 inches wide, and it had 4 flowers in it. I'm like, what are you guys doing over there? And then I got another 30-inch box with like four items in it. And then I got another smaller box with 2 items crunched into it. I'm like, I don't know what you guys are doing over there, but it's not working for me. So I called them and I'm like, why are you guys sending my packages in 3 separate packages? It's no wonder they keep increasing the prices, because they're paying so much on shipping with putting four flowers in one huge box. Because those big huge boxes that they use, those 30-inch boxes are costly for shipping. They could have put everything that I ordered in one of those boxes. So next time you see their prices go up, think about that. It's like, okay, so I've got these little flowers that I get from Walmart. Okay, so I'm just gonna spread them around a little bit. Just kind of put them in there. Look at how cute those are. They've got they've got the pink. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I had to, for some reason, TikTok wanted me to do a puzzle. But see how they've got a little bit of the peach and the fuchsia and tariffs, yeah, that too, because they do order everything from China. But putting four flowers in a 30 by 30 inch box doesn't help either. Trust me. Because when I send a wreath, mind you, they use FedEx. I will never use FedEx ever again. But when they send a wreath, or when I send a wreath and I put it in a box, I use a 24 by 24 by 10 sometimes. And when I ship it to the East Coast, from Colorado Springs to the East Coast, anywhere on the East Coast, it's like $65 to ship one of those big fluffy wreaths. I don't have one in here, but I've got that one, but that thing's huge. So if they're sending 4 flowers in a 30 by 20 box, can you imagine how much shipping cost that would be? And guess who gets to pay that? We all do. So thanks, Hobby Lobby. I'm going to put this one up here, since there seems to be kind of a little hole right here. There, I kind of filled that hole. This is a mini ranunculus bush. You can, if they're out of them at Walmart, I did find them online. You can order them online at Walmart. And you can either type in coral ranunculus, or the number is M as a Mike, S as in Sierra, 15100131197F1, or the code underneath the barcode is 89523021600. But it's by Mainstay, so you can either try to look it up by those 2 numbers, or just type in coral mini ranunculus bush. It should come up. That's how I found it. Okay, so these are pushers too, but I don't like this greenery on here. I'm keeping these little greeneries because they kind of match what I'm putting in there. I brought 2 of these bushes, so I don't know how many I need. I buy these every year. Hey, Linda, I didn't see you come on. I'm just going to put a few of these in here. Sometimes it can be hard, there we go. Sometimes it can be hard to find a little thing for these. A space. Glue webs are my enemy. I'm going to kind of bend this one a little bit, like that. I'm going to stick this one like right here. Like I said, if you've never played with florals before, you could always get a cheap grapevine base and some Dollar Tree flowers and practice with that. I'm gonna put this one up this way. Yes. Yes, I should. My poor dog is out there probably pouting because her daddy went outside without her. She follows him around like he's got a stake attached to his butt. I'm not kidding. Is my niece on? Alex, are you on? I know she said she was waiting to come on, or for me to come on, so I don't know if I didn't see if she came on or not. I don't want that. Alright, let's see. I'm going to put this one right back here. I'm going to put this one like right here. Come on. There we go. A lot of times what I'll do too, and I like to put stuff inside my bows, so it looks like it's just kind of sitting inside the, lift up my, like that. That doesn't look good right there. Oh, did that come out? Yes, it did. Okay. So sometimes that happens that the stem will come out. I save all my stems like this. Not all of them, but I do save them for instances like that. It's too small. Too small. There we go. Here's mine. And then I just glue it back in there. See, you learn all these tricks along the way. Like I said, I've been doing this for a long time, so passing all the tricks on to you. Should have put some greenery up on the side there, but that's okay. Let's see. I'm gonna put this one. We're actually almost done, you guys. Right up in here. There we go. Do have one more push. So when I'm going along on the outside, I do want to keep them longer. Okay, and I'm going to bend it a little bit as well, just like it did before. Because if you don't, if you just put them in like this, it's going to get hidden back here. So when you bend it like this, it helps it kind of stick out. Okay. Like it's growing out. Like that. Just like that. It reminds me of that guy that I've seen on TikTok all the time. And he goes, every time he goes, would you look at that? Would you look at it? I love that guy. He's so funny. Me and my best friend constantly do that all the time. Would you look at that? This one, like right here. What do you guys think so far? This would make such a statement on your front door. How cheery would this be? Coming home from a long day at work, and then you get greeted by this on your front door. Oh, thank you, thank you. So let me see what number is that on here then. 107. See, that number's not even on here. Weird. But thank you for sharing that number. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I love this greenery. Okay, so I'm going to put another one down here. See, with grapevines, you don't need nearly as much. Okay, now, I am going to keep one of these really long because I want it to be draped down here. And then I don't need any more, I don't think. Let me look. Nope. Good. I buy tons of that every year. So one thing you can do to hide the stem is you can, when you put this in here, I kind of want it to sit out in front. Okay, like this. And just bend it a little bit. There. And then you put your greenery in front of it. And you can't even see it. Now, you know, I got some of these too. But I don't think I'm going to put them in here. Let me see. No. I'm going to use them for something else. So I have a vision in my head, but then sometimes when you start working with it, it totally looks different than what you thought it was going to, which is okay. That's part of designing. Don't be afraid to do it different than how you saw it. But I do have some of these. I want some... I'm kind of looking at it thinking it might be done. I don't know. Well, let me see. Yeah, I don't want to put those in there. So, and I bought some of these. It is a kind of an orangey peach color. But I don't, and I got some of these. But I think I'm kind of done. Simple sometimes is the best. What do you guys think? I like it. Just flowers and greenery. That's it. I think it turned out pretty. This one right here is jacking me up for some reason. There we go. I think it turned out so pretty. I like to kind of twist this a little bit. Excuse me. Sorry. Excuse me. Woo! Allergy season. Gotta love it. Oh, I love that. It turned out pretty. And very simple. So, thank you guys. Thank you. So sometimes I get all this stuff together. My problem is sometimes, especially with these big wreaths, is I have a hard time quitting to put stuff in there. I just keep putting it in there, putting it in there, putting it in there. Well, these grapevines have taught me to stop doing that. Simple, sometimes simple is best. You know? There we go. Just play with your greenery until you have it where you like it. This needs to come out just a little bit. There we go. I do like that little tiny pop of yellow and white in it. Even though there isn't anywhere else in the wreath, it makes the ribbon stand out. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. I'm trying to figure out how I stop a live. I know how to start a live. I'm thinking it's the thing at the bottom, at the top. All right, you guys. So, I may start doing more lives on TikTok than Facebook. I've just really kind of outgrown Facebook. Oh, you know what? I forgot my butterflies. You can't forget the butterflies. I just happened to see them over there. All right. See, this is what I mean. These butterflies are cute. I got these at Michael's too. Butterflies, papillions, pink and orange. I can't forget the butterflies. You know? I think it would be pretty with some butterflies in here. It definitely... Alright, Michael's. Thank you. There we go. So I got a little one. I might do... twist these. Okay, let's see. What am I doing right here? Looks pretty right there. Because that way I can put one here, and then one down here. Because this big butterfly will kind of cover up this mechanics right here. That looks pretty in there. Just put some glue. You thought I was done. I thought I was done too. And I just proved my point. Hey Alex, hey sweet pea. There's my niece. You're coloring Easter eggs, no worries. Tell little Miss Oakley Rose that I said hello. To Auntie Showbell says hello. So this is a medium one. And then so they've got the small, medium, and large. Are you guys going over to Grandma's for Easter? And then I'm just twisting the bottoms of these because it comes in two different pieces, so this way it's sturdier. Let's see. I'm gonna stick this one right up here. It seems like there's a little hole right there. There you go. That's pretty. And then with this one, I'm gonna actually cut this a little bit. I'm gonna stick this right in here. Let's see where we can stick it. Right there. You don't want them all going the same way. Like this one's going that way, this one's going this way, and this one's gonna go down. There we go. Just like that. Now we are done. Oh, cool. You have to put some pictures on Facebook, honey. All right, y'all. Now it's done. I like those butterflies in there. Okay. All right, y'all. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. This will be in my shop later on today. I'm not really sure how much it will be because I do have to also add up everything that I put in it and then do my calculations. So I don't really have a price yet, but I will post this on my TikTok page, a video of it when it's done. And thanks for hanging out with me, guys. Thank you, Alex. Bye, guys.